What is going on, everybody? My name is Conor. Welcome to another week of Movie Mondays. This is the Heroes for Hire podcast, and we're back again talking all the week's movie news, entertainment news, and just generally having a bit of a chit-chat about all things film. As always, I am joined by my partner in crime, Mr. Sean Mean, who's in the studio. Sean, what's going on?
I'm back.
He's back.
I feel comfortable. You have the fire going.
Yay!
We're here in our lazy boys.
We're back in the band. Oh no, is it?
We can't do that.
It's the studio.
It's a studio.
Yeah, it's just a room.
Studio.
Yeah, it's we've got Funko Pops here to power us up.
Yeah, here's a bobblehead.
No, people can't see the.
But could they hear it?
Not really. I don't think so.
No.
What good start? What do we do here at Movie Monday, Sean? Even though I just explained it.
Oh, what is it? Do we wrap up all the weird news that happened during the week?
No!
Do we give a breakdown of one character from comic book culture?
Nearly.
Do we talk about all things entertainment news that happened in the last week? With a general focus and preference for comic book movies?
That would be exactly what we do.
Is the Heroes for Hire podcast a comic book and movie podcast hosted by two Irish feckers?
Fuck's sake. Are you just on our webpage?
Can you support us?
Yeah, so this is Movie Mondays, as we, Sean just eloquently put.
Thanks.
We talk all the movie stuffs.
Everyone.
And this week is actually, it's a pretty big week for drama. But first of all, I want to get into The Rock and Tyrese Gibson. They're having a scrap.
Okay.
But I want to start off this week with something very special, Sean. You haven't seen this because you are bad at social media. We know this.
Absolutely.
Right?
Everything you see from Heroes for Hire on social media comes directly from Connor.
Because here's the thing. We had our first hate mail.
What? What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
okay, give it to me.
I've been waiting for this for ages, right? So to set the scene, right?
Yeah.
I'm just going about my day yesterday, right?
Yeah. Looking after puppies.
Just looking after puppies, feeding homeless people, kicking children.
Nazis.
You went Nazis, I went children, different things.
Different things.
However, we got a tweet on the Twitter page, on the Twitter sphere. But not only did the Heroes for Hire pod get the tweet, he tagged both me and you.
Did he?
Insane tweet. I'm only assuming it's a he. This is from one Crazy Face 202. This is only funny because he has 0 followers and 0 following.
Okay.
Following nobody.
Wait, did he make an account to tweet this at us?
No, he's been joined since September 2015.
Right.
This whole thing gets deeper and deeper. I was laughing for 10 minutes yesterday.
Oh my god.
Right, so here's the thing, right? Crazy Face.
Yeah.
Respected member of the Twitter world.
Absolutely.
0 followers, 0 following. I mean, he clearly knows what he's about. He's been around since 2015. He has one tweet to us, which is his dislike of the podcast. And every other tweet he has is his last 25 tweets are all just like, he's after deleting them now. The clever man.
Oh.
But recently, all the rest of his tweets were all replies to situations regarding American slavery.
Oh.
So the last 12 tweets he sent before he sent his hate mail to us is, and just as American slavery should be condemned, slavery in Africa, both in its ancient past and modern day, should also be condemned, as well as everywhere else.
Okay.
The sex slavery going on in Africa today is especially hard to ignore. And a link to the Wikipedia page. Now,
right.
He's copy and pasted that response 12 up to 20 times in a row.
Okay.
Between 12 and 20 times in a row. And that's over the past week. So
right.
He's clearly got that area down.
That's locked in.
But now what he's decided is that he needs to come and
He solved slavery. And now we're the new issue.
The deeper I got, the more confused I was.
What's going on here? What's he said to us?
He doesn't even follow us, right? So this is what he said.
Well, why would he?
At Heroes for Hire pod.
Yeah.
At Codlawler, at Sean Mead.
Okay, I'm third. That's fine.
At Sean Mead, at Heroes for Hire pod. Interesting idea for a podcast. Start positive.
Yeah, thanks.
Interesting idea for a podcast. Though after trying to listen to it, I just couldn't get past the discombobulated, crazy responses you guys were giving. Makes me concerned if you two are taking proper medicine, actually. But in any case, take care.
Oh. Okay, let's break.
This has nothing to do with news.
Let's break that up. What is... Okay, first of all, I've not gotten that notification.
Have you not?
At all.
Right.
But
It bypassed you.
as hate mail goes,
Yeah.
fairly generous. Thank you
There you
very
go,
much.
I'll give you my phone.
You've given me the phone.
Yeah.
Interesting idea for a podcast.
Yes.
He tried to listen to it. How long did he give it?
I would say, if he's... In fairness, he has raised some valid concerns.
I mean, look, this is things that we often say to each other. That, Jesus, will anybody put up with that? This crazy responses you guys were giving. What episode did he...
Blue Beetle was the response.
Really?
Yeah. Which I felt was one of our least discombobulated, confused episodes.
Absolutely. I thought, because I had come from work, so I was very tired
And I
that
had
day.
taken like a little bit of cocaine, but not as much as I normally would.
Now, are we taking the proper medicine?
No.
No, but neither of us are doctors, nor,
true.
I imagine, is Crazy Face 202. But in any case...
He solved American slavery and now he's coming for us.
It's so weird that he picked us out of a lineup.
He doesn't follow us.
How did he find us?
I thought I should start today's episode with this, because I just, the more I thought about it, the more confused I got.
This is odd.
Yeah.
Now look, I'm fine with hate mail. God knows
funny.
I've gotten enough of it.
It's really funny. Like, I found that hilarious.
That's amazing.
The no followers, no following. I like how he says, the discombobulated crazy responses you guys were giving.
That's essentially the pitch of the show, let's be honest.
Makes me concerned. He's concerned about us.
Like, do you think he's sitting home listening to it and he's like, his wife is there and he's just like, I genuinely, I should help, shouldn't I? Someone needs to do something.
On one page, American slavery. On the other page, the Heroes for Hire podcast. He's like, I should help somebody.
I need to choose.
Oh man, I'm gonna use my Twitter. I'm gonna like that tweet. I'm gonna also like it on the Heroes for Hire podcast.
Okay.
Because I just find that great. I might retweet it.
Can I see that tweet for 1 second?
Yes, you can.
And then, yeah, he spelled my name right and everything.
You're just mad that you didn't get a ref.
I would have liked to. Could have been a humorous anecdote, do you know?
In some sort of podcast form.
Yeah, I was at that debate about slavery the other day.
Shout out to Crazy Face. This one's for you.
So now, after 7 minutes...
I knew you wouldn't have been seeing that. And
No.
I just really wanted to tell you on air.
That's amazing.
We're starting off with more beef. Nothing
beef?
to do with Crazy Face.
That's our only beef so far.
He's just worried about our mental health, I think, at this stage.
Look, aren't we all?
Aren't we all? This is The Rock, Tyrese Gibson.
Are they worried about our mental health?
I don't think about us specifically.
Oh.
So I'm going to try and make this episode. Are we going to go for the most discombobulated or the least discombobulated episode of all time?
Both. There you go.
Good stuff.
Some parts full serious.
Yes.
Other parts wacky.
So what can you do? We have bits. The Rock has just fired back at Tyrese's Hobbs and Shaw shade, Sean.
Ooh.
Now, what do you know about any of this?
Hobbs and Shaw is a film starring The Rock and Jason Statham.
Yeah. So far, so good.
It's a spin-off from the Fast and Furious franchise, of which The Rock and Jason Statham and Tyrese Gibson are all in. Hobbs and Shaw, I gather, was not received terribly well.
It was number one in the box office, but it's the slowest opening weekend of like the last few Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah, and critically, did they not like it?
I mean, critically, I think those movies are exempt. I think they can just do whatever they want. Like, at this stage,
it's like in golf, they have a certain handicap.
it's like they're just trying to be crazy. Like, what can you do?
Yeah, you can't argue with that.
No.
So what's Tyrese's beef?
So Tyrese came out last week and he was saying about like, I mean, here's the thing. Tyrese has been going for a while now that I think he's been mad because he wasn't asked to do it.
He wanted Hobbs and Tyrese.
He wanted a spin-off of his own with The Rock. I didn't get it.
Right.
Because Jason Statham got called in to do the Hobbs and Shaw. So he's stuck with the shitty Fast and Furious crew. He hates Vin Diesel.
He hates La Familia.
And he's part of La Familia.
Is he?
So last week, he commented on the fact that Hobbs and Shaw was underperforming. at the box office, and he said, I have to show my respects for one thing. He tried. Folks called me a hater and attacked me for speaking out. Breaking up the family clearly doesn't have the value that one would assume it does, is what he said on Twitter.
That's really fucking bitter.
So, I don't think so. I think he had a point.
Just, no.
Like a scorned girlfriend or boyfriend, The Rock said, I'm going to try and make money over here. And he was like, no, you need us.
Seems you can't do so well without old Tyrese. The Rock.
Do you think in Tyrese's head he's like, people are coming to see me?
He's the draw for the Fast and Furious.
Exactly.
Like, it's surely you would just not say anything.
Yeah.
And just gather that everyone had the same opinion, that the Fast and Furious movies were all together.
No,
do better.
He came out specifically.
But he didn't tag The Rock.
Didn't tag The Rock, he just replied to something to do with the Hobbs and Shaw, a low opening weekend response.
So, this franchise that I'm a big part of and has made me a lot of money.
Yeah.
Seems their attempts to expand said franchise failed.
Without me, you need big TG on board.
The common denominator in all of those movies is Tyrese Gibson.
So, of course, he's come to The Rock.
Yeah.
And The Rock is a classy guy. Right?
Very gentlemanly man.
Now, he's prone to doing a few bad movies here, but we let him away with it because he's a charismatic fucker.
He's exempt.
And he's just a nice dude.
Yeah.
Right? Even though we tried to start that beef with him once.
Maybe he's crazy face.
Oh my god. It's all making sense. But The Rock then came out and he said he started off his stats by thanking the fans for making the Fast and Furious spin-off the #1 movie for the second weekend in a row and racking up nearly $400 million globally.
Still a lot of money.
A lot of money. Like, they didn't underperform. So Tyrese is like, didn't make as much money as the rest of us.
These broke fuckers over here.
And The Rock has come out and said, really classy, I really like to thank all the fans for coming out. We nearly made like $350 million and we're #1 in the box office for the second week in a row. I think it's the third week in a row now that they're #1.
Yeah,
coming up.
No small feat.
Then out of left field, The Rock says, the best way to close the mouth of a clown is to flex with success and a smile.
Oh, not naming names.
Yes. Now, he used the emoji for the clown, but like, it's a clown emoji.
It's a clown emoji.
Yeah, I read between the lines,
It's
Sean.
universally meant to mean clown.
Now, I would assume that. So The Rock has now responded, calling Tyrese a clown, which I don't think... He's wrong. He's not completely wrong in that.
He certainly made a fool of himself.
He did. So The Rock has now come back with a bit more class, but there's also a bit of a biting edge to that.
There's a bit of vinegar in that candy floss.
There's drama, Sean. We don't normally cover drama. I'm out of my element here. This is entertainment news. I don't know what's going on.
But look, we're now affiliated with TMZ.
That is true, yes.
So we're going to get... What's the thing for TMZ? You got like $150 for a video?
Yeah.
Something like that.
I could do it $150.
Okay, we'll split it.
Okay.
Obviously.
Obviously.
I mean, he's right. The best way to shut people up is to just enjoy the success you have.
Yes.
So, good life advice, The Rock. I definitely feel like Tyrese has lost this already. I don't think you can come back from this.
I think that Tyrese lost the fight before he started.
Just because he's up against The Rock.
I think it's just because he's up against The Rock. Like, you're never going to win.
The internet's never going to turn on The Rock.
No, it would take a lot. Like, if you had a video of The Rock kicking a child, we'd be like, maybe he had a reason.
Child could have been a bastard.
Child could be Tyrese's child.
Oh.
That's fair enough.
So, or, you know... Maybe if a podcast universally loved by the internet started beef with The Rock.
Exactly.
Maybe then they would turn on him.
Maybe.
But not for Tyrese.
Absolutely not for Tyrese. Whose favourite actor is Tyrese Gibson, other than Tyrese Gibson?
I mean, nothing against Tyrese Gibson.
No, absolutely not. But I don't think I've ever thought of him before this story.
In contention for favourite actor.
Just in life.
In life in general. You've seen all of the Fast and Furious movies.
I am part of La Familia, yes.
Yes. Is he a key part of all of them?
No, he's normally the one that's like, this is never going to work when they're like dropping the cars from the planes.
So even then he's a negative Nancy.
Yeah, he just spends the whole time going, we're all going to die. Oh my god, we're all going to die all the time.
You need to get past that Tyrese's character, whatever your name is.
I can only assume Tyrese.
Could be Tyrese.
I don't know what his name is. I don't think names matter in those movies either. Reviews don't matter, names don't matter.
They're exempt from a lot.
They're exempt from a lot of like quality control. But The Rock has now struck back. This is drama that's building. I think Tyrese could come out on top as the biggest movie star in Hollywood if he plays his cards right here, Sean.
He could get the Chris Pratt treatment.
I think he could, yeah.
Just be like this fine dude,
yeah,
and then suddenly you're in everything.
This is his next big thing. I think Tyrese could be cast as Batman soon.
Man, that's quite the call.
I think he was rumoured to play, he wanted to play a Green Lantern for a long time.
He'd be pretty good.
See, that's the thing, but then DC were like, we could probably look somewhere else.
Probably cast The Rock.
We could just get The Rock.
Tyrese wanted to play Black Adam.
Yeah, oh man, Tyrese is just pissed. The Rock is just...
He's bigger than him.
He's very big.
He's a big man.
And you want to fight him verbally, because if you get into some physical altercation, like, that's not going your way. I don't care how big Tyrese is.
The Rock will always be bigger.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know who any man is, like, in terms of, like, size, but The Rock is probably bigger than you and me and everyone who's listening to this.
And all of our families combined.
Combined on each other's shoulders in a big trench coat.
That's a big trench
yes.
coat. The Rock's is bigger.
So, I just wanted to cover that because... it led swiftly into the drama of the Fast and Furious. It's not all clean driving in the Fast and Furious world.
Yeah, it's not all Coronas and Chevrolets.
It's absolutely not. It's sometimes there's a bit of fighting. Does The Rock and Tyrese do they bury the hatchet for Fast and Furious 10? Back in the habit?
FFX.
FFX would have to be called FFX.
Final Fantasy 10.
I think number 9 is still to come out though. Or was the last one 9? I can't remember.
Fast and Furious. How do you work? How do you do something clever with it?
Yeah, because they have to fit in the number into the name.
I wouldn't put it past the Fast and Furious franchise to just be like, we skip 9 because X sounds cooler.
X. Well, they could just do X minus 1.
X hyphen. But then when they make X part 1 and part 2, it's going to get real confusing.
They're going to split 10 into 2 parts.
Yeah.
They're just going to the first one ends on a cliffhanger. Will they get out of this?
A literal cliffhanger.
Oh fuck, that would be so good. Okay, we need to move on to our next piece of news, and that is Marlon Wayans, right?
Of the Wayans brothers.
Of the Wayans brothers. Everyone's favourite Wayne brother.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. Is Marlon the one we like?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about that too deeply.
I haven't considered the Wayans brothers in a while.
In a long time, yes. Well, the Plastic Man movie for DC, Sean. We covered this a few weeks ago. Marlon Wayans has said he wants to play Plastic Man for DC.
So you could write that headline as Marlon Wayans says he wants some money too.
That is true. That is also true. But now there's some rumours going around that Marlon Wayans could be cast as Plastic Man for DC.
Okay.
What do you think of this rumours? Do you see Marlon Wayans being in any of these superhero franchises?
I kind of could. And Plastic Man, from what I know of him, would be a decent fit for him. Why not? I suppose. Marlon Wayans is kind of a skinny dude, isn't he?
Yeah, but Plastic Man is like a quirky DC hero. He's part of Justice League, but his main powers is basically Mr. Fantastic's powers. He can just stretch.
See, is he Spider-Man quippy?
No, he's constant comedic relief. So I wouldn't say quippy. He's more. Well, maybe he's quippy, but also things just happen to him that are funny. He falls down a lot.
Okay. Then I think I think they might lean too far towards Jim Carrey.
Yes.
Rather than, clever comedy. Not that, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Funny noises.
Yeah.
Farts. Slapstick is
piss.
the word. Bit of piss. Bit of piss. I don't know. I think it's gonna be very white chicks comedy.
Yes. Coincidentally, Marlon Wayans.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I watched his a best of white chicks on YouTube.
And Marlon Wayans is 47 now, so I think Plastic Man is normally a bit younger in the comic book, but you could get away with casting him. That's not really an issue.
See, again, this movie gets made, Marlon Wayans will be 50.
Yeah.
And then it's watching a 50-year-old man slipping some piss. And then
we all have to ask questions of ourselves.
yeah, it's like, is this comedy? Is this what's going on?
Also, when we covered this first, we were like, oh, DC, they've tried Superman, they've lost Superman, they lost their Batman originally, now they've cast another Batman, they've Wonder Woman, Aquaman can't film because Jason Momoa doesn't want to do it in Hawaii for a little bit.
Yeah.
So their next big thing is Plastic Man that they're going with.
I mean, just lean into plastic, but everyone's plastic's bad.
True.
Everyone's going anti-plastic.
Exactly. Oh my god.
Biodegradable plastic, man.
Doesn't have the same ring.
Single-use plastic. He just throws bottles at people.
Single use. He like tries once to stop the villain. Look, lads,
I'm gone.
I've given it my best go.
I'm gonna go stick around for 5,000 years. Looks at the camera.
Batman's like, you evil bastard.
You're the real villain, single-use plastic man.
Plastic Man is just... It's a terrible idea from start to finish to do this.
Yeah, and are we just onto a little bit of a Plastic Man discussion?
We can if you want.
It's just that those effects need to be flawless.
You mean like Fantastic Four 2 Rise of the Silver Surfer?
Precisely the example I was thinking of.
Yeah, the exact same.
Just get the Adobe Premiere file
and just
slap Marlon Wayne's face on it.
But Photoshop it on. Don't even just do it properly.
Just like floating head.
Just a floating head on top of... What's the guy's name?
Oh,
Welshman.
Owen?
Ruin?
That's Ramsay Bolton.
Oh, it is, yeah. All I know is that if they get those effects, Marlon Wayne's playing white chicks comedy. You mash them together in the DCEU,
which is all about comedy now.
You join in the Flash, right?
The Flash and Plastic Man.
The Flash and Plastic Man around each other, quipping non-stop. I think $1.5 billion immediately.
I think top box office of all time.
Of all time?
Yeah. One release.
It releases for one day.
And I think it cost $4 billion.
Yeah, I would go see it. I would risk everything for this movie.
I would put my life on the line.
Yeah, so Marlon Wayans, he's wanted to get into the hero world. I mean, heroes are basically every single movie these days. So
yeah, and it's a guaranteed like couple of paychecks.
Yeah, exactly. So
I'd do it.
Yeah, I would do it as well. I'll be Plastic Man. I don't give a fuck.
I'll be Batman.
Would you be Batman?
I would be.
Wouldn't be a good one though. We're moving on. Harry Styles has turned down the role of Prince Eric in The Little Mermaid, and fans aren't happy, Sean.
Are they not?
So this
are Harry Styles fans upset about something? They are. Something that Harry Styles chose to do in his own life. They are. What's going on there? Cheers, that's news.
Wow. This is very strong from you.
Fuck.
Have you attacked the One Directioners?
Oh, don't say that.
Oh God! Don't bring them in.
No.
Do you not see Crazy Face? We can't handle another tweet.
We can't invoke them.
Well, Harry Styles, it was during the week that it was rumoured that he would be playing Prince Eric.
Yeah.
In The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
It has now come out that he has turned down the role of Prince Eric. Now, this could also change next week where it says he's back on, but for the minute he's turned it down.
Okay.
And people are not happy because, thinking about it, I mean, he'd be pretty great casting.
True.
He can sing.
He can sing. He had a career out of it.
And he's an actor.
And he's done acting. He was in Dunkirk.
He was in Dunkirk, and he's actually not that bad at acting.
No.
So, I mean, it's easy to put him together. He's also been apparently a potential candidate for an Elvis biopic that they're doing as well.
Wouldn't have put him for that, but
I mean, you could make his hair crazy.
Oh, that's kind of sad though, putting like Harry Styles as Elvis, who got very successful fairly young.
Yeah.
And then the fame got to him and he died.
Right.
And then Harry Styles got famous very young.
I think he's more level-headed though. Are you saying that Harry Styles is going to die in a toilet?
No.
Okay, what he said?
Elvis did.
Yeah.
I just think, I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into that.
I think Harry Styles not being cast in The Little Mermaid is not great, because I think it would have been good casting. Now, The Little Mermaid isn't our area of expertise, Sean, but I was excited.
Speak for yourself.
Okay, fair enough. What is your favourite character in The Little Mermaid?
Flounder.
Okay. Oh, that's good. That's really good.
King Triton.
Oh man. So obviously the reaction to Harry Styles being cast was, I would say, mania, some sort of manic aggression situation.
A lot of heart eye emojis.
A lot of heart eye emojis, and now he's been dropped out. There's been a lot of heart eye with knives emojis.
But they got excited over a rumour, and then the rumour didn't come true.
Yes.
Like, you don't see me crying that Armie Hammer isn't Batman.
What?
That was
the only
rumoured.
rumour you could think of.
The only one I could think of. Look. Who would be a good Prince Eric?
I would say some Harry Styles.
Zayn?
Did it just go through the whole
You know full well they're calling all the One Directioners.
They got Harry to turn them down. They're just like, fuck, who's left?
We don't
What were the other ones? There was Niall Horan, obviously, the Irish one. We have to support him.
I want Niall. Hashtag Niall for Eric.
Niall for Eric. I'm all in.
I'm all in. You got Lewis.
Yeah. I'm roaring for Horan.
Roaring for Horan. That's way better.
I'm hashtag roaring for Horan.
Yeah, we got Lewis, you got Zayn, you got Harry, you got Niall, you got who's
Liam?
Liam?
Is there one called Liam?
Is there a Liam?
Payne? Is he in One Direction?
I think so.
Oh man. And like, they are my favourite bands, so this is embarrassing for me.
This is embarrassing.
What is it?
I have it.
Who won?
The man you get to play Prince Eric.
Oh my god, we've come across. Okay, go on. Everyone just take a note here. Go on.
Joe Jonas.
Oh my god. Yes!
Yeah!
Joe Jonas!
Isn't that perfect?
Oh shit, yeah. No, I'm on a bit of a Jonas Brothers kick at the minute, so I'm all about that.
You're a sucker for them.
I'm a sucker for love, you know what I mean? So like, Jonas Brothers, Joe Jonas, the coolest of the Jonas Brothers.
Oh, best Jonas.
Absolute by a mile. I would say he could be cast, and he looks pretty similar to the animated Eric.
Come on now.
Can he breathe underwater?
I'd say almost exclusively.
TMZ are following this fucking. Fuck, Joe Jonas can breathe underwater.
He's a lizardman.
Not the lizardman. Nobody looks that good. I'm suspicious.
It's not fair.
It's not fair. The rest
No one
of
looks
us.
that good and can sing and can dance.
Oh, then they could actually fire. What's the lady's name who was cast as Little Mermaid?
I don't know, but I know the internet wasn't happy with it.
But if you fire her and you bring in Sophie Turner to play the
Kevin
Little Mermaid,
Jonas.
and then you fire Joe Jonas and you bring in Kevin Jonas.
Oh, create a bit of drama in between the Jonases.
I think there's money there.
I think there's at least
$1. Well, the problem is all the money will have been taken up by Tyrese and Marlon Wayans. So,
who are collectively playing Ursula.
yeah, you're dead right. I don't understand. I think this is quite funny.
I also think so.
I think Joe Jonas. I'm on the Joe Jonas bandwagon now. I'm roaring for Horan.
Roaring for Horan.
I'm roaring for Horan, but I'm all about Joe.
Do we need to think of a hashtag for Joe?
I think Joe's cool enough. He doesn't need a hashtag.
Just hashtag Joe.
Hashtag Joe. People will know.
People will get it.
People will know if you hashtag Joe. Oh. That's the hashtag.
Hashtag people will know. Oh. Maybe not.
Twitter, I'm available. Crazy face, fuck off. Okay, we're moving on to Disney.
Weren't we just talking about Disney?
We are, but now we're talking about Disney, Aladdin, live action, all these things
Sequel.
combined. Here's the thing.
Right.
Disney are considering a live action Aladdin sequel,
Knew it.
says the producer. Now, this is surprising because the last movie made over $1 billion, and normally when a movie makes a lot of money, they don't do a sequel shot. So what's different here?
This one's live action.
True.
Was
there a sequel to the original?
There was a sequel. It was Aladdin, Prince of Thieves.
I think you're thinking of Sinbad.
No, Aladdin meets his dad.
Does he?
And his dad's a real prick.
Oh, I'd say he is.
Yeah, and the animation quality went way down.
Did it?
Yeah.
Right. I'd never seen that. Also, I haven't seen Lion King 2.
I've seen Lion King 2.
You haven't seen Lion King 1, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
I've seen Simba's Pride.
Weirdly, you watched all the sequels.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's very strange.
Maybe I just had them on VHS.
They were probably cheaper.
Yeah. Oh, weird fucking flex there, boy. Alright. I see what's going on.
Your paw. No, I'm just thinking Disney are now considering a live action Aladdin sequel, Sean. I mean, is there an audience there? Is there an audience there for a sequel to Aladdin, or were people just excited about the original Aladdin being remade?
Ooh, that's an interesting question. I think a lot of this film was, like we said, it's nostalgia.
Yes.
So, do they do a new story for the sequel and hope that ride that nostalgia train? Or do they remake what was a subpar sequel that was already made?
And that people don't remember.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's really odd. But sure, like, we've often said not everything needs a sequel.
Yes.
Just let a story be a story. This is a sequel to a remake.
Yes.
And we've also said not everything needs to be remade.
So they've remade it and now they're doing a sequel to the remake.
Yes.
To the live action.
But they're not doing a remake of the sequel. They're doing a sequel to the live action remake.
Yes.
Right. I hate this.
Why? I think this is great.
Do you? Or are you just saying that to be difficult?
No, look, poor people like you will love this.
Wow. Surely a cinema ticket will only go up in price.
Actually, yeah. It would be a lot cheaper back in the day.
It'd be a lot cheaper to not see this film.
I think that is a great outlook to have.
Hot tip, you saving money?
And you don't have to watch this. So the producer was talking, and they said they've had hundreds of letters, and they just
Who writes letters
anymore? I'm assuming he means emails.
I should have said that.
Electrical mail is what he said.
Or
that's not what he said.
Did he receive one email that had hundreds of individual letters?
Maybe. Maybe that's how it worked.
Like an A or a B.
Okay, now, look.
Or a C.
Hundreds. There's only 26.
You could repeat them.
So they've said that they've got hundreds of letters, they've got lots of money coming in, people are hot on the Aladdin bandwagon, and he wants to build off this excitement. Stick out a sequel, live action, get the fans where they want. Where do you go from here? Surely Aladdin is a round circle that is finito. Where do you go?
You gotta meet his dad.
You gotta meet his dad, who's a bit of a dick.
He's a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
Or you go into, like, they're probably going to do, like, a genie story, maybe? Mm-hmm. Like, because if you got Will Smith, use him.
If he's there, like.
Yeah.
That's easy money.
I don't know. Like, the easy answer is to just remake the sequel that was already made but animated.
Yeah, but that's not very good.
It's not very good.
We're going in circles here. It's not very good.
So they got to think up a new story where Aladdin and Jasmine. Oh,
okay, here we go.
They go.
Joe Jonas.
No.
Oh shit.
So they get on the magic carpet. And they fly. They start flying west.
For anyone who doesn't know, you said flying and then had to count them out in your head. Right, go on.
Start flying west.
Okay.
They fly over Africa.
Oh yeah.
Carpet does a weird flip. And they land in Africa. And it's the Lion King 2, Simba's Pride.
Fuck.
But Aladdin and Jasmine are there.
They're there.
And they get gored by lions.
First scene, Jasmine walks over to Simba, arm gets taken.
Yeah.
Immediately. Sets the stakes early. This is a murder situation.
Second scene, her other arm gets taken.
And then it's just her trying to kick lions for the rest of it.
Like crane kick.
Oh shit, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
tie it all together.
And a horror. Is it a horror movie?
Oh, it's absolutely a horror movie.
Vicious.
Vicious.
Yeah.
But still have the songs.
Oh, they're still singing, but just through pain.
Through the pain.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
That's amazing.
That's what I think the sequel.
Well, the producer not only has said that they're thinking of a sequel, but we were very, like, I don't know, not down, but we were suspicious of the Aladdin live action.
Yeah.
So, is it going to be good? And then when it started making lots of money, we were thinking, how is it doing this? Like, nostalgia is an amazing thing.
And I certainly didn't go to the cinema to check.
Absolutely not. No, so you don't have the money. So, I don't know why this poor thing has come up.
I don't know. I'll have you know I had the Land Before Time on box set. That's like 8 movies.
He says in his rags. So the producer has also come out and he said, why do people like the movie? People were asking him, how did you do so well?
He said, I don't know.
He's given us some tips on how Aladdin did so amazing.
Okay.
The first tip is, one, they loved Will Smith. That's the main thing. He said, I think they loved his interpretation of the character. That was really fresh, and he brought his hip-hop spin to it.
Oh, no.
I think that's number one, Sean. Hip-hop spin.
Hip-hop spin.
How white is this man?
Oh, I'd say he's at least factor 80.
Me and you level of one.
Yeah. But I feel like I could pull off saying the term hip-hop spin.
This guy's definitely like a 50-year-old white man.
I would say 90.
90-year-old, yeah.
110.
Hip-hop spin.
Hip-hop, yeah.
Now, why would Will Smith specifically have a hip-hop spin?
Because he raps Friend Like Me.
Because he raps Friend Like Me, yeah.
And
Go on. Yeah, what were we going to say?
He's a genie.
He's a genie.
He's magical.
Yeah.
I just... is that his only...
So that's step one.
That's step one.
People loved Will Smith because of his hip-hop feel.
Yeah,
right?
nothing about the cast.
Absolutely.
Or the guy who played Aladdin.
Number two, it's got a real positive message of empowerment through Jasmine and even through Aladdin, of being true to yourself. I think it's a really important message today.
Okay.
Just vague enough to work. Believe in yourself. It's a message that doesn't normally get shown in movies. So,
No,
I mean, in
not at
fairness
all.
to him, he's thought outside the box here.
Most movies are about how you should never try anything.
Never
and how
try.
life is just this.
Yeah.
That never happens in movies. No. So we decided to change that here at Disney.
Yeah. We've decided to create a movie that will have a happy ending.
Yeah.
That will lead you to the characters to think, I need to believe in myself.
Yes. I see traits of myself in that character.
Exactly.
So if they can do it, so can I.
And the third secret behind the success of Aladdin,
Yeah.
according to him, can you make a guess?
Songs.
The music!
Yeah.
The music is just classic, and the way Alan Menken and Pasek updated the classic songs and also introduced a new song in Speechless. These are songs that, when you leave the movie, you keep singing over and over again, he said.
Okay.
Sean, he's given us 3 tips here on how to create a successful franchise.
I don't think that can translate to every movie.
How? Come on now.
Westerns.
Yeah, okay. A bit of music. West Side Story.
Western Side Story.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bring Will Smith on his hip-hop side.
Will Smith. Yeah. So wait, so is his...
So 2 of his 3 are just Will Smith being in hip-hop and music, which I think are the same thing.
I think they can translate together, but you can't apply that to every movie. You can't put Will Smith in everything.
He'd be
Despite
wrecked.
what the early 2000s led us to believe.
He'd be wrecked.
He's so tired.
I have to go over to set.
I have to go sing on Pirates of the Caribbean 12.
They don't want Johnny Depp back.
No.
I'm over there adding some hip-hop.
I'm lending some hip-hop... What's hip-hop spin?
The hip-hop spin. So there is 3 tips for how to create a successful franchise.
Good God.
And I think this guy knows what he's talking about, and he didn't just get lucky, and they didn't just adapt an Aladdin.
Yeah. And now he's not just trying to claim every success.
Yeah. It wouldn't be like people in Hollywood to sort of like kind of latch on to success.
Yeah, and just make the best of what is essentially luck.
I would say I think not only luck, but I think it's a lot of just, why don't we just redo a successful movie?
Yeah.
The same storyline, because it worked before.
Of course.
Same songs, we'll copy their homework, but change it slightly.
But now we can't just do everything as a theatrical release.
No, because, yeah.
What if we had a streaming service to do it on?
Yeah, no, Disney Plus.
Disney.
Yeah.
You've seen Home Alone.
Oh, I've seen Home Alone.
You've seen Cheaper by the Dozen.
Oh, yeah. Well, not to excite you, but would you like to see more? That's news from last week.
Which is still baffling me. I think about it a couple of times
Disney
a day.
Plus are tackling Cheaper by the Dozen 3.
Or do you think it's just a direct sequel?
I hope Steve Martin's back.
Oh, he'd do it now, wouldn't
They've
he?
12 children.
A baker's dozen.
Do they know what's causing it? Okay, we're going to move on.
Would you not understand how it happens?
Look, I just need a few diagrams and be fine.
Why does the star keep landing in their
Doesn't
house?
make any sense. How do they have 12 and those family over there only have 1?
And how do they have such a big house when they have 12 mouths to feed?
That's actually true.
Yeah.
Like, child benefit doesn't go that far.
Not at all.
Absolutely not.
He just fucking coaches a football team.
Yeah.
She's a writer, to be fair to her.
No, she's bringing in a lot of the bacon, I think.
Yeah.
Because he was a college manager, a coach.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm trying to remember a movie I watched in 2005. It's got Hilary Duff in it. And Tom Welling.
And Tom Welling. What about the second one? Where there's another family with a bunch of kids.
I haven't seen the Oh, is that where they go to?
They go to a camp.
A lake kind of situation. Yes.
Yeah. See?
I've seen the trailer.
You've essentially seen the film.
I've seen the film. They turn into a lake.
Yeah.
There's a family with, like, do they also have 12?
I think it's only like 8.
Oh, they're not as powerful.
Not as powerful.
They're not full strength.
They can't form like a Voltron.
Do they know what's causing that?
Sex.
Unprotected
sex.
And too much free time. Okay, we're moving on.
Spend all the time at the lake.
Of course. We're moving on to more Disney stuff.
Oh, it's a very Disney week.
This is like a Fox Disney news story. Because the problem is Disney have a monopoly on the market.
It's true, yeah.
So, like, it's just unfair to us.
Most things could be Disney news.
I just now have to introduce everything with Disney said this or Disney said that. But they own 95% of the cinematic universe. So
yeah. Not Marvel, though.
Absolutely not. Wait.
Oh, shit.
Disney reportedly unimpressed with the New Mutants.
Oh, no. The mouse ain't happy.
What
the fuck is this?
With the shotgun.
He's just slapping him around.
Grabs Kevin Feige. What is this?
Is this a fucking joke?
Fixes his hat. Why is he wearing a Disneyland hat? They're his own ears.
His own ears. He wants to protect the goods.
Just fix it. You messed up my hat, Kevin. Our impressions of Mickey Mouse are awful, by the way. Disney's officially acquired 20th Century Fox and all of their assets in March. We know this.
Yeah.
One of those assets was the long-awaited debut of the New Mutants. Sean, can you fill people in on what the New Mutants is?
After Logan,
yes,
they were making a story about a bunch of young mutants, teens.
Yes.
Who lived in a haunted house or some shit.
Maisie Williams was in it.
Maisie Williams was in it. Brendan Thwaites was in it.
Yes. It was going to be a game changer for the X-Men franchise, Sean.
They were going to do this thing where all the X-Men films could have been different genres. Like Logan was a western and this was going to be horror. And then I assume there was going to be a romance there somewhere.
And it was also going to be rated R.
Yeah, because they thought every R-rated X-Men film we've made has made $1 bajillion.
Because Deadpool was the only one.
Deadpool and Logan.
Yeah, and they made a load of money. So
yeah.
like, clearly it's not that the good movies. It's the rating of the R.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I understand that, because it's more like comic accurate and whatever.
So it was originally meant to come out in October. Or sorry, the first trailer hit in October of 2017.
Fuck.
Yes. 2017 October was the first trailer, and it was drumming up excitement for this groundbreaking, genre-moving movie. And where the New Mutants.
And it was, like, people were excited about this.
It was a weird trailer, if I remember. It was all very dark.
It was dark. There was a fire kid in a washing machine or something.
And it was very choppy.
Yeah,
it was
very, like, horror movie.
Yeah, and so people were like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Like, I'd like to see more. Well, we didn't see any more because it's been many, many years. I would say too many.
Nearly 2 years to the day.
Nearly 2 years to the day. And it was originally down for 2018 release, then 2019 release. Mm-hmm. And now it's out for 2020 release, April 3rd.
Didn't they needed to do reshoots, but they just never scheduled them.
Yeah, they were like, we need to do reshoots because this movie's bad, but we could not be arsed to do reshoots.
And though the cast has gone on to do other things, they've aged.
The movie's all shot, like, it's just there.
But they're just not doing it.
So it's now for a 2020 release. And of course, now Marvel have bought in, and Disney have bought all of the Fox properties.
Yeah.
So they just got all of this, like, raw footage from the New Mutants. And they must have just watched the edit, because the news is that they are unimpressed with what is meant to be the 2020 release of the final film.
Fuck.
So Kevin Feige must have probably just watched it and went, yeah, no.
No, we're not. I'm not fucking touching that.
It's going to be a no for me, dog.
I'll pass. Now, can we turn this into some kind of cheaper by the dozen mutants?
They go to a lake. Lake Boy.
Lake Boy.
He creates a lake.
So it's a cinematic introduction of Lake Boy.
So the reshoots are now rescheduled again.
Okay.
And they're bringing
to actually happen.
To actually happen, and have all the actors back, and John Boone, the director, is going to be coming back.
The Boone!
The Boone himself. Boone. Do you think he calls it a Boone, Mike? He'd have to.
Yeah,
You'd have to.
You'd call it at once, at least, wouldn't
At
you?
least once in his life, he has to call it a Boone, Mike.
The Boone Mike.
The Boone, Mike. Here comes the Boone. Kevin James' finest.
Jesus Christ. Continue, please.
So yeah, they've rescheduled the reshoots. Mm-hmm. They have
For today.
Yeah, for right this exact minute. For this New Mutants. So this could actually be a weird way of introducing the X-Men into the Marvel Universe in 2020. It would be a very soft reboot, but a reboot nonetheless.
Okay.
Oh, he's back.
Okay.
Oh, he's back.
Let me think about this. Okay, so they land in Africa.
Yeah. Yeah.
No. Okay, well, look. If you are introducing characters to the MCU, calling it New Mutants is a pretty good name.
It is.
Because, here's all the mutants that came before, these are new ones.
Now, that's a positive.
Yeah.
The negative is, I don't think this movie will ever be released.
No. I don't think...
If Kevin Feige's not happy with it, and they do reshoots, I think it won't ever be released.
I can see it being on Disney Plus or something.
Yeah.
I can't see it getting cinema. I can't see it being in the MCU.
No, I don't think they'll allow it. I think if they were going to start the Mutants, they're not going to start on a 5 out of 10 movie.
No, not at all. That needs to be at least an 8.
Yeah, and they need to bring in with a Boone. They need to come in with a Boone.
Oh, bring Boone along.
Bring Boone along.
Boone's our rock.
Boone's the new Russo brothers. Bring Boone in.
Bring me Boone.
Kevin Feige at the conference. Bring me Boone. Bring me Boone.
We're going to Boone Town. But everything in the MCU is so hand-picked.
Yes.
Casting wise, you can't just say, "Oh, we'll use these actors that were in this thing that really wasn't going to get made."
And it was not even going to be a very good Fox X-Men movie.
No, by having it hang around for this long, it makes no sense to bring it out as a full-fledged movie.
So I think if they're unimpressed, that's the headline, is unimpressed, but I think there's a lot in that word.
Yeah.
They're unimpressed. Means they've watched the full movie and went, well, that's shit.
Yeah, I think unimpressed and not hopeful should follow that fairly swiftly.
The first lesson is it was meant to come out in 2018 and it's now 2019.
And there's still no sign of a reshoot happening.
No. Not even a reshoot. Not even a... they have a scheduled release of 2020. April 2020.
Yeah.
But the reshoots aren't even done. And it's August.
That's soon.
How much reshoots would he have to do? You'd have to reshoot the whole movie.
Yeah, but those actors look different now.
Yeah.
Now,
every movie does reshoots, so that's not the main issue here.
But usually not this far after the fact.
Yeah, not it's if you have to do extensive reshoots, that's a bad sign.
Yeah.
But not every movie does reshoots to some degree.
Yeah, and they call them pickups a lot of the time.
Yeah, where they just go back and they'll film something else differently that they feel like it works better the other way.
Yeah.
But, for example, Iron Man in the Avengers Endgame, that's a reshoot. They brought him back in to say, I am Iron Man. At the very end. And that's
that's iconic now.
That's iconic, but that wasn't in the original script. They just thought that'd be a really great way to end it, that he starred Iron Man. He said, I am Iron Man. He's going to finish it, I am Iron Man.
Yeah.
But, a reshoot 2 years after the movie was the first trailer released.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the way to fix this.
And you've already been bought by another company who don't want anything to do with this movie.
Yeah, and it's only going to confuse things for Marvel, because if they put that out now that Disney owns it, people are going to be like, well, is it connected?
Yeah.
And when they introduce the X-Men in 5 years or whenever, it's going to be, okay, so does that relate to this?
Yeah, because I don't think Maisie Williams or any of those actors, I know there's other big actors in it, but Maisie Williams is the first one that stands out to me, because I remember seeing her going, oh, she's from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
And then it just never came out.
Brendan Thwaites is Robin now.
Yeah, so he couldn't be in it at all.
I don't think so, no.
I'd probably in his contract, the DC streaming service, like, you're not allowed. Especially if it's on the Disney streaming service.
Yeah.
There's got to be some sort of connection in the contract that says you're not allowed beyond that.
I'd say you're right there.
Yeah. So the New Mutants is probably will keep you updated, but at the same time,
Don't hold your breath.
do not hold your breath. So this week we are ending on the big news that I haven't told you, Sean.
No, I've been offline all day. And you
have.
said this news just happened.
Yeah. Well, you're dating this episode now.
No, am I though? I haven't said a day
That's
that
true.
we're recording this.
That is dead right. So Star Wars news. We don't normally finish on Star Wars news because,
No,
I mean... there's
you hate it.
I do hate. I really like Star Wars.
Oh.
Just some of the movies are bad.
Half of them.
I think we've worked over half, did we not?
Might be like 5 out of 8 or something.
Yeah. Star Wars. Ewan McGregor in talks for Obi-Wan Kenobi series for Disney+.
Don't fucking do this to me.
Okay, here we go.
Don't do this.
No. This is actual news. Disney Plus are rumoured to be doing an Obi-Wan Kenobi series.
Okay.
With Ewan McGregor signed on to play Obi-Wan.
Oh, it's too good to be true.
Mm-hmm. You're wary.
Because they're putting budget into these Disney Plus series as well.
True.
Like, when we were on the radio, we discussed the cancellation. Take a drink, sorry. We discussed when they cancelled this project.
Sorry, hang on. Crazy face. We used to be on the fucking radio, man.
We had a fucking radio show.
People are going to think we actually are bothered. 0 followers, crazy face.
How dare you?
I hate you. What about American slavery, crazy face?
We didn't talk about that on the radio.
No, we didn't. No.
Well, one time.
That's why we got kicked off.
We when Solo didn't do great, they said, okay, we're not doing a Boba Fett film. Also, we were working in secret on this Obi-Wan film, but we're not doing that
everybody
now.
wants.
That was the one thing everyone wanted.
Yeah.
So now that they're doing a series where they can allocate good amounts of time to the character and his growth and development and how he becomes Sir Alec Guinness. Oh, it's too good to be true.
You're scared.
I'm scared. I'm wary.
Emotionally, you don't want to be invested in this.
I can't be hurt again, Connor. I love Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, we all love Ewan McGregor. I think it's a universal thing. Look.
Have you seen The Island?
I have.
It's not as bad as they say.
That's how you know you have true love for Ewan McGregor. You're like, have you seen The Island? It's not that bad, lads.
I'll give you €100 if you tell me Ewan McGregor's character name in The Island.
Oh, Mr. Island?
No.
John?
No.
Frank?
No.
Jim?
No.
What?
Lincoln 6 Echo.
For fuck's sake. When was I ever going to get Lincoln 6 Echo? What's the girl's name?
Jessica Alba.
Yeah. Not the actress name.
Oh, right.
Is she
it's Jordan 2 Delta.
Fucking hell, lads. I didn't know that was going to make money. such famous characters. You know what I mean? You see them all the time on Funko Pops.
I would love the Island Funko Pops.
We just look like Hugh McGregor.
Exactly.
Of course. So yeah, they're doing The Mandalorian, and now Lucasfilm and Disney Plus are heavily rumoured that they could be doing Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You say rumoured.
See, now, heavily though.
Harry Styles was heavily rumoured to play Prince Eric.
Also, at the same time, this could be completely confirmed in the day after we record this.
That's true.
So you never know. You can even look it up right now if you want.
I'll do a quick goog.
Do a quick googs. Go on there. I really want you to be okay with this.
Do you need me to be on board?
I need you to be on board, because at the minute you're giving me I don't know, maybe I don't know. Just type in Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Plus.
Obi-Wan Kenobi series, one of the first results when you type in Obi.
Dead right.
Ewan McGregor in talks for an Obi-Wan Kenobi series for Disney Plus. And then
came out
an hour ago.
Told you.
For Return of the Jedi, Ewan McGregor to reprise role as Obi-Wan Kenobi. The Star Wars actor will return in a Disney Plus series about the Jedi Master.
Did you hear that excitement in his voice?
Lads! They've commissioned a big budget series developing the adventures of the Jedi Master. They were planning a standalone movie, but this evolved into a show. Sorry, is this the article you have?
Well, it's the exact same thing, yeah.
That's fair enough.
You're doing the reading of the news, but it's just in an excited way.
That's great.
Yes!
Oh. And, like, I like this.
Okay.
Disney Plus is coming out on the 12th of November.
Yes.
This won't be out then.
No.
But that's something to look forward to.
Would that be enough to get your subscription?
I'm going to get it anyway.
Oh, are you?
I'd say so. I'll do the month free trial.
Okay.
And then, because I like,
Because you can't wait for that cheaper by the dozen remake.
Oh, I can't wait.
So Obi-Wan Kenobi, Ewan McGregor, we get a whole series, Sean.
That's great.
I have many questions.
Yes.
For excited shit. You perked right up.
I did.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
This is why I didn't tell you about this. But when do they set it? Is it just on dusty planet that he's on?
Would be cheap.
Yeah, it would be very cheap, but also very warm. And Ewan McGregor's a Scottish man.
He is a Scottish
He'd burn
man.
very easily.
Obi-Wan might burn very easily.
That's true. I'm thinking, it would have to be set in between the time of 6 and 1.
Jesus, when you say it like that.
Wait, no, 3 and 4.
3 and 4, yeah.
Not 6 and 1. 3 and 4.
Yeah, well, he can go off planet for a while, I imagine.
And go on adventures.
Go on little adventures.
It would have to be very soon after. Well, maybe not actually. I was going to say it's very soon after 3. But it's not, because Ewan McGregor is technically 10 years older than he was then, so.
Yeah, and I think the time difference between 3 and 4 is like 19 years or something like that.
Yeah, because Luke is just born.
Yeah, so he's about 20 when.
So you have a 20-year window.
That's all right. And Ewan McGregor can play a variety of ages.
He looks pretty good.
He looks pretty good for a man of 60.
There's so many ways they could go about this.
But this opens up so many doors.
Oh, here we go, Sean. Let me in. What's going on here?
Okay,
what's going on in your brain?
I don't know if it's in current canon, but in the extended universe, definitely once. The way Obi-Wan can come back as a Force ghost is because Qui-Gon is the first person to ever come back as a Force ghost, and he taught Obi-Wan. So you could have Liam Neeson in this.
You could. Right.
Yeah.
So you bring Liam back.
Bring Liam back.
Right.
And then...
He's probably doing Taken 7 though. He might be busy.
Could be doing Taken 7. So many cuts to get through the front door.
Punch cut.
But it opens it up. You could have Darth Maul.
Darth Maul would be the obvious villain for the sole reason because he was also in Solo.
Yeah. Now, you need to work it out because Star Wars Rebels, Darth Maul meets old Obi-Wan and Obi-Wan kills him.
Right.
Like stone dead.
Stone dead. Right.
But you could have, like, at the end of Solo, Darth Maul is in charge of a whole bunch of criminal underworld stuff. So you could have little interactions between the two of them.
But you need a big bad. It can't just be a monster of the week situation. It would have to be something big bad.
Yeah. Well, but I think you could do, like the way the Emperor is the big bad. But you never really... They don't fight until the end. You could have Maul be the big bad.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming. And he just keeps sending generals or something.
Yeah, because it has to be Maul, doesn't it?
Are they called generals?
Fucking soldiers.
Yeah, whatever. It would have to be Maul in terms... Because it couldn't be really anybody else. Because Obi-Wan's meant to be under... keep it underground.
Yeah, he's undercover. He's laying low.
He's laying low. I know. This is the extent of my knowledge. He's laying low.
But you can get shit like fucking Jabba the Hutt and things like that.
Him and Jabba could have a fight.
Yeah, it could be a little bit villain of the week. Like say they do a 12 episode series.
A villain of the week, but each villain is sent by Darth Maul.
Yeah, that would work. Or you could do that. It's 12 episodes. There's 4 major villains, and there's 3 episodes dedicated to each of them.
Yeah.
Something like that, you know?
Maybe some sort of Batman Arkham Origin situation where Darth Maul sends the 4 best assassins in the world and Boba Fett, to go try and kill Obi-Wan.
That'd be a pretty good game.
One by one.
That actually will be a really
fun game. And he has to go through each one of them until he gets to the big boss man, Darth Maul, and he's all you have to run through everybody else.
That's really good, actually.
I'm just giving you the ideas here.
Dude, I would play that. I'd also watch
Not only
it.
play that, but imagine it in a series.
In a series.
12-episode series. As you said, 3 episodes per big bad.
Little bit of growth, big fight.
But where does he grow, though, as a character? I mean, like, Obi-Wan, I think, is just like, we just like him anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. I'd like to see, dare I say it, sad Obi-Wan.
Sad Obi-Wan.
Because he went through a bunch of shit all of a sudden, and it's never really addressed.
No, and then he just turns up when he's old.
Yeah. Like, there's a great cut, someone did it on YouTube, and it's Obi-Wan as PTSD. And it's him, you know, when he meets Luke and he's telling him all about his past and his father and all that. It's that, but it's cut in with Revenge of the Sith.
Right.
Where Anakin is just like slaughtering children and things like that.
The younglings.
Yeah. All of them.
All of them. The younglings.
So I'd like to see, like, them address that, you know?
This could be great.
This could be amazing.
But it could also tarnish Obi-Wan's legacy forever. One of the two.
One of the two. See, every incarnation of Obi-Wan we've seen has been class.
Yeah.
Like, Alec Guinness was great.
Yeah, and Ewan McGregor is the best part of all of those prequels.
Yeah.
Like a country mile.
Especially his hair in 2.
Hair in 2 is strong.
Strong
When I
mullet.
was younger, I thought he was also Liam Neeson.
Really?
When I was really young,
Yeah.
after the first one, I knew Qui-Gon was dead.
Yeah.
He just had long hair. And then the second one came out, and I just seen the trailer, and I just seen long hair, and I thought, oh, he's back.
Oh, deadly. Great.
That's fair play to him now.
Happy with that now.
I was quite young and very dumb.
What's changed?
Nothing has changed now except for youth.
Oh, no.
We're all slowly edging towards death. So, yeah, they will be doing a Ewan McGregor ran Obi-Wan Kenobi series on Disney Plus. We don't know how many episodes. You say 12? I normally say 10.
Yeah, see, I don't know. Disney haven't, like, set their standard, you know?
Yeah.
Because Netflix was, like, 13 for a very long time. Too long. They cut it down to 8 for a lot, and it really benefits.
8 is way better because the first 3 are normally strong, and the last 3 are normally strong, and then it takes a big dip around episode 7.
Big valley in the middle.
Big valley in episode 7 because they're trying to get to episode 13.
Yeah.
So if you just cut 3 episodes out of it, just immediately.
And it's easier to write around that, and then it's a binge show.
Exactly.
You know?
Right. That's the last piece of big news I have, but we're all very excited.
We're very excited about all of that just happened.
We will keep you updated on this, but Ewan McGregor, he's been dying to do this.
He's been gagging for this for years.
Gagging for it, and so he's back. Do you want to do weekly recommends?
I don't really have anything, but I can make... If you do have something.
I have something, but it's probably something I've already done.
Oh.
Okay, weekly recommends. Play the tune! Wow, that was great.
Thanks very much,
That was
man.
really good, yeah.
Look, I'm trying to think.
You're really trying? I'm just gonna go first.
Fair, go for it.
Think of something that maybe an Xbox game, maybe something we played.
That's pretty good.
Maybe maybe a board game, Cluedo.
Board game. Oh, okay.
It's a recommendation. It doesn't have to be a show.
Okay. You work away then.
I am recommending a movie.
All right.
An animated movie.
Oh.
A Batman animated movie.
I knew it was too good to be true.
It's been a long time. I've been trying to go around everywhere else. But recently, last week, I watched Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker.
Great film.
Which I forgot how good it was.
Really good.
And it's really, really good. I've also watched it with my friend at like 4 a.m, and there's a big twist at the end. And he was half asleep trying to figure it out. And then he went, for fuck's sake, how was I meant to get that? So, I would recommend anybody to watch Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker. I think it's only an hour, and normally those movies are like 75 minutes. They normally breeze by.
Okay.
But if you haven't seen that Batman Beyond the series, I would just say listen to our Hero or Zero on Terry McGinnis.
Terry McGinnis.
Which we did a long time ago, but I think it was like episode 9, episode
Still
10.
a very good report, though.
Thank you very much. Well, that'll give you an introduction to the character, what he's about, and then you can literally just go straight into this, because if you know anything about Bruce Wayne and the Joker and all that, it's literally called Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker. So Mark Hamill is there, Kevin Conroy is there. It's all the Batman the Animated Series people.
All the lads.
All the lads are all the crew, and so it's a really, really good movie. And halfway through, I always get real sad, and I was very scared by certain things that happened in it.
Oh no! Oh no!
But what can you do, Sean?
You just bottle that inside and it'll come out one day.
Don't talk about it, that's what I say.
That's the best attitude.
So that is my recommendation, Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. Honestly, go watch it. What's your recommendation?
My recommendation is a comic that I've read the first issue of.
Okay.
And intend to read more.
You intend to read?
Yeah, look, I have to learn to read first.
Yes.
It's Immortal Hulk.
Okay.
Which is a fairly recent comic run of the Hulk, and I forget who wrote it, but he has this kind of foreword at the start, and it's when the Hulk started, it was kind of like werewolf, so he would Bruce Banner would turn into the Hulk at night, and he'd just be this monster, kind of a Jekyll and Hyde
which
situation.
would actually make sense with the torn shorts look.
There you go.
Because that's a very werewolf thing.
Yeah. So this is written as like Bruce Banner when he died. Like spoilers for the first fucking page of this comic. Bruce Banner is dead at the start, and a police officer says, "Oh, he's dead."
Yeah, that's normally what to say.
Yeah, and then later on that night, the Hulk goes on a rampage, and then Banner's back walking around.
Right.
So he just the Hulk keeps Banner alive so that the Hulk can stay alive, and the Hulk there's a guy shoots a kid.
Of course.
And so the Hulk...
This is a light start. Bruce Banner dead and the guy shoots a kid. Go on.
But the Hulk, breaks every bone in the guy's body but leaves him just barely alive.
Right.
And then Bruce Banner the next morning is like, oh, that was the right thing to do, but I do feel bad about it. Mm-hmm. You know? So
when's it set? So, it's the very early days of the Hulk?
No, it's set now. It's set in the modern day, but it's back to what the Hulk used to be like.
Okay, right.
Where he's a monster and he becomes the Hulk every night.
And is that canon? Or is this just like a offshoot?
I think it's like an Old Man Logan type thing, where it's its own story.
Fair enough.
It's cool. It's nice.
That's pretty good.
Go and read more.
What's it called?
Immortal Hulk.
Immortal Hulk. That's a comic book run out now.
I think it's finished now, but I'm only catching up. I think it came out in 2017, 2018.
Okay, that's pretty recent.
Recent enough.
Yeah. So if you want to support the show, you can do it on Patreon. It's Here's for Hire Pod. It's Here's for Hire Podcast.
Here's for Hire Podcast on Patreon.
It's all in the description. If you want to follow us on Twitter at Scott Lauder, at Here's for Hire Pod. The 4 is the number 4. At Scott Lauder, at Sean Mead. We're both there. Just go to Crazy Face. He'll know. He'll let you in. He's our biggest fan. You can also follow us on Instagram. Here's for Hire Podcast. Facebook. Here's for Hire Podcast. Am I missing anything? Oh, you can tune in on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, anywhere else you get your podcast. Leave a like and a review, that would really help us out. And most importantly, just tell what human being we exist, because then they'd miss out on this classic Ewan McGregor talk.
Oh, it's so classic, we do it every week.
Do you think any other podcast talks cheaper by the dozen too?
God, I hope not.
There can't be more than one.
It's just us.
So yeah, I've been Conor Lawler.
I've been Sean Mead.
I'll see you next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.